Hi, in this video clip, I just want to discuss with you about the second largest brackish-water lake in the country, that is Pulicat Lake. And you all must be knowing the first, the largest brackish-water lake is in Odisha state, that is called Silka Lake. And with respect to the area, it is almost like 480 square kilometer, and it is found almost 40 kilometer northeast of Chennai. Coming to the Pulicat Lake, it has got very good biodiversity. Particularly, this is called a bird sanctuary, and it has got more than 110 terrestrial as well as aquatic birds, and 60,000 numbers of migratory birds coming to Pulicat Lake every year. As a wetland, Pulicat Lake has been identified to an area of 600 square kilometer. And coming to the placement of this lake, and the majority of this lake is present in Andhra Pradesh, and a portion of it, the tail part, is present in Tamil Nadu. Almost like 10 to 15% of the lake total area is present in Tamil Nadu state. And this is one of the beautiful nursery ground for fishes. And in terms of fishery, and the potential is very big. In Tamil Nadu part, it is almost like 76%, whereas the fisheries potential in Andhra Pradesh is 24%. CIFRI, CIFRI has done some work early 1964 to 72, and they conducted extensive work this Pulicat Lake on the hydrobiology, biodiversity and all. And the other institutions involved in this lake or Central Institute of Brackishwater Aquaculture is headquarters is in Chennai. Fisheries Department and then Fisheries University got a center here. The Poneri Fisheries College has developed a center 5-6 years back, and then Madras Christian College has got a Estuarine Biological Research Center. This is a very old lab, and Dr. Sanjeev Raj, the then professor and head of the college, established this center. It's almost like a 65 years old lab. And of course, SIBA and the NIOT are doing some research works continuously in this particular lake. And as far as the Ramsar site recognition is concerned, this lake has not been given, though Orissa has been given Ramsar site recognition, and this international Ramsar site recognition is yet to be obtained for Pulicat Lake. That is one of the major things it is lacking. And this Pulicat Lake is found almost parallel to Bay of Bengal. Width of the river mouth is 0.8 kilometers, and this is one major issue the fishermen always raising here, except during the monsoon season. The river mouth is closed. For example, from January to September, most of the time the river mouths get closed or long, and then because of the sand build up on this area, fishermen are finding it difficult to venture into the sea. So the government has to keep the river mouth open. That is a continuous demand. A kind of conservation and the management to protect this biodiversity, that is the essential part, because this lake is in a kind of endangered state and the biodiversity is slowly getting degraded. So there is all-out effort should be taken from all stakeholders to protect this ecosystem and the wetland. So there are some 10 aspects we need to keep it in mind, or we need to create an awareness among the public. That is the first and foremost thing. Is this is not a very small lake. This is a second largest lake, extended for 600 square kilometer area. And initially the forest department, under whom this lake is in control, they have created a 10 kilometer legal restriction area, and it was there earlier, and recently this legal restriction area has been reduced to 2 kilometers. And as I have told you, this is the second largest lake, so it needs to be protected. It is a very unique wetland. And the second one is the rich biodiversity, because biodiversity of aquatic animals, plants, then you have a number of aquatic birds. So this biodiversity is very rich. We need to create an awareness among the public and others about this biodiversity uniqueness, and 60,000 birds, migratory birds, are visiting. Particularly, this place is unique for the visiting or migration of flamingos birds, because it is found like the flamingos, they require some special feeding material. It is available in plenty in this wetland, and it is threatened by external forces. Number of farms are in and around present in this area. Shrimp farms, plenty of shrimp farms have come up in this area. There are some industries. Even there is a connection from Ennur port, and there is every possibility the industrial effluent from Ennur and other places can get to this lake. So that is another danger. This is always there. And this comes under CRZ1 category. It means like CRZ1 means it is highly protected area. So highly protected area. For that, for example, even to lay a road, there are some stringent rules by which the CRZ1 category operates. And the situation, due to siltation, the lake is getting shallowed day by day, and the depth, earlier it was like 6.2 meters some 2-3 decades back. Now the depth has reduced, and it is now, the average depth is only 1.5 meters. And also we need to understand, though it is found in a larger stretch of 600 square kilometer, it doesn't mean it is ocean. It is a very shallow wetland, and this needs to be protected because it has got plenty of nutritive material, and the bottom is very productive, the water is very productive, so it needs to be protected. It's not an ocean, it is only a shallow wetland. So that understanding should be there for all the stakeholders. And indiscriminate fishing is taking place. There are 60 and odd villages placed in and around the lake, both in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, and they are venturing into this lake repeatedly. And actually, this is not a fishing area at all. This is only a nursery ground for fishes and as well as for birds. And the fishing should be regulated, very strictly should be regulated, if at all completely stopped. In other countries, sometimes this wetland, these wetlands will not be allowed for fishing. But here, fishing is regularly allowed. Not only fishing, very destructive fishing. They are using some seine nets. These seine nets are operated along the bottom of the lake, and they disturb the bottom every day in the process of this destructive fishing. So somehow this fishing operation need to be stopped, and we need to bring in strict regularization for fishing operation in this lake area. And ninth point is mangrove. Earlier and all, it is learned there are plenty of mangrove plants were found all around this lake, but now this mangrove region is totally devoid of all these mangrove. You can't see any mangrove plant in this area. So this area need to be protected. More afforestation with mangrove plantation should take place, and it can be restored by announcing Pulicat Lake as a Ramsar site. Now the government of India got 75 wetland, and there should be serious efforts by the concerned agencies, department and the government to give proposal to the international body to quickly recognize Pulicat Lake as a Ramsar site. These are the 10 aspects we need to keep it in mind when we talk about Pulicat Lake. And Pulicat Lake is a rich biodiversity. It is a beautiful wetland. It's a bird sanctuary, and this need to be protected because this is a very unique wetland. And if we destroy this, we will be destroying a lot of animals, a lot of plants, a lot of birds. So it is our responsibility to keep this biodiversity intact. Thank you so much.